na you have to really slow down or else at some point of your life will force you to slow down. Welcome back to the Brewing a Better You. This is a podcast about the realities of being in your 30s, looking for answers, uncertainties, navigating life, work, self-growth, and anything in between, now including being lessons from my marathon training, life lessons and realizations and struggles. So lahat yan share ko sa inyo. Now that we are on our season 2. So backstory lang. So this is the second part of our first episode from this season. And we're talking about why my smooth start almost made me DNF or did not finish my first marathon. So last time, diniscuss natin yung bakit problem yung 10K. Sobrang bilis ko. Almost sub 1. Pero ngayon, how did that 25th kilometer story hanggang 42, how did I finish? Actually, medyo struggle talaga siya. So ito pa yung tinatawag nilang hit the wall. In a running term, when you say hit the wall, ito yung sobrang pagod na yung katawan mo, sobrang patig na kahit anong inom at replenish mo ng mga fuel mo, mumura ka na talaga, sobrang pagod. And I started to feel that on the 25th kilometer. Ubos na ako, I started walking, started a run walk method, and on my 30th kilometer, hindi ko na kaya makatapos ng isang buong kilometro before magpahinga, before mag-walk. Yun pala, it was on my 25th kilometer for me where the real marathon started. Hindi talaga kausap ko rin sarili ko. Kaya mo to, 17 kilometers na lang. Mayat maya nagpapahinga, mayat maya mo kinakausap, mayat maya mo pinipep talk sa sarili mo. And hindi na consistent yung pace ko dito. Hindi na talaga kaya yung sustain yung unang smooth start ko. So alam bumalik yun nangyari sa akin the first few kilometers na so sobrang smooth niya, wala na akong lakas. Ngayon, patapos na, pa-ending na yung takbo. So, here are few points na relate natin ngayon sa buhay. Bakit nga ba ang hirap mag-stop on the first early ang hirap mag-stop or mag-slow down if you're having that smooth start sa buhay mo. And bakit hindi mo kailangang mainggit sa iba na bakit sila ganito, ganyan. Kasi may kanya-kanya tayong pace. So bakit nga ba okay lang na magmabagal? So bakit nga ba ang hirap magmabagal sa umpisa if you feel like you're already winning in life? So number 1 is we usually mistake momentum for sustainability. Doon naman papasok yung achievers burnout. Na para sa mga 30s or malapit na mag-30s, lalo na if you're a college or high school achiever pa lang, dire-diretso kasi dopamine mo nun. So sino ba naman yung titigil if you feel like you are the king of the world, you're on top of the world, getting the promotions and recognitions, diba? We feel like superhero, Superman, ito yung Superman syndrome na walang makakapigil sa kaya ko lahat, kayang-kaya ko to. Easy lang, working tirelessly, 12 hours straight, wala namang problema. Dire-diretso nga yung recognitions mo and all. Pero may kapalit yan. So later, explain ko ano yun. Okay. So yun, number 1 is we mistake momentum for sustainability. Kaya hirap magmabagal sa umpisa sa buhay. Umpisa sa run. Number 2 is you fear losing your edge. Yung dahil sa momentum ka na, may isip mo, if mag-slow down ako, baka maunahan ako ng ibang tao. Sayang yung nasimulan ko na. Sample, ako na next promotion eh. Ako na nakikita nilang pwedeng maging kapalit nito or susunod na sayapak nito. Or maybe for business opportunities. So why would I slow down? So anong nangyari ngayon sa'kin sa marathon, dahil sayang nga if mag-slow down ako, smooth naman kasi nga yung first part ng takbo ko. Seems walang effort, wala masyadong effort. Sayang yung time na naumpisahan ko na if mag-slow down ako kasi may expectations na, with this kind of pace matapos ko ng ganito. So sayang naman if mag-slow down ako, baka hindi na mabalik yung momentum ko. Yun nga, yung mistake momentum for sustainability. So yun yung number one. And then ito, number two, we fear na mawawala yung edge natin. Then, number three is the audience pressure. Matindi to actually kasi dahil nakita na ng iba. So, personal experience to during the run. Dahil sige, ano lang. The route is 4 times iikot sa Alabang, sa PhilInvest. Kaya yung nakita sa'yo na nakaikot ka na, uy, nakaisang ikot na si Rin. Uy, nakapangalawa na. There's this pressure na, okay, ito na expectation sa'yo na, baka matapos na siya ganito, ganito. So, nandun na yung good job, nandun na yung applause, nandun na yung palakpakan, you're almost halfway there, lapit na. So, meron ng pressure. Kaya if binagalang ko, baka di ko na ma-meet yung expectations nila, diba? Hindi nga tayo dapat napapa-apekto sa external factors, pero unexpectedly, nandun yung unconsciously, nandun tayo ngayon na feel natin yun. So, tinatry natin i-maintain, i-sustain yung momentum, pero hindi nga kinaya. Same sa life, ang hirap i-admit na napapagod ka na if the people around you sees you that high achiever, that high momentum, na sige, dire-diretso ka, you're doing great in life. Na-build mo na yung reputation mo as the next manager, next na papalit sa ganito, tagapagmana, business owner, pinapalakpakan ka na. And ito kasi yung problema. So, di ba? Ayun yung yun yung tatlong points bakit ang hirap magmabagal sa umpisa. Realistic momentum for sustainability, with fear of losing the edge, and yung audience pressure, that's the third. So, ano ngayon yung problema? You can't see the problem ahead kasi high ka pa. Nandun yung momentum, nandun yung dopamine. So, ano yung magiging problema? Yung health mo, yung time mo, with your family or your loved ones, ito yung magiging sacrifice tuloy sa'yo in the latter part. Siyempre, dahil kapartner ng promotions, ng recognitions, ng business opportunities is increase of income, ano ba kaakibat nun? Usually, kaakibat nun is lifestyle increase as well. So, bibili na ng kotse, bibili na ng bahay, meron na tayong mga long-term commitments. Pero dahil unti-unti ka na nababurnout or what we call achievers burnout, hindi mo masabing pause muna kasi nga meron ng audience, meron na pumapalakpak para sa'yo. Dahil ang dami mo na rin commitment, hindi naman pwedeng basta-basta na ayoko na, tap out, ayoko na, exit. Hindi naman pwedeng ganun. DNF. Hindi naman pwedeng ganun. Question nga na kasi, hanggang kailan mo siya kaya sustain? Hanggang sa di ka na makakatiis, di ka na makakaalis, or worse, yun nga, tatamaan ngayon yung health mo dahil magkakasakit ka na, kaka-overwork. So here's some lessons na natutunan ko is that relating sa marathon, ang naging problema ko kasi is I ran a 42 kilometer with a pace of a 10K. Kaya kaya na-expect natin, hindi talaga siya kaya, di ba? Kaya naubos tayo agad. So I learned that life is like a marathon. You should really pace yourself. And ang pinakamahirap na gawin if you're winning is pagkaroon ng humility na you have to really slow down or else at some point of your life will force you to slow down. And that's the problem ngayon. if ayaw magkusa na mag-slow down, if ayaw mong if ayaw mong alagaan yung health mo, if ayaw mong alagaan yung sarili mo, gagawa't gagawa ng paraan ang buhay para mag-slow down ka. But at what expense? Mas malala, mas masakit sa bulsa. That's why you have to be disciplined enough to slow down when things are doing great, going have that momentum, para pag dumating yung mahirap na parte ng buhay, hindi ka madaling mababurnout. Meron ka pang bala. Kaya doon din naging important yung life mentors, coaches, accountability buddies, or what we call in running as your pacers. Kasi they will keep you grounded, and your energy gels naman, yung mga magre-refuel sa life mo, that's your financial plans, that's your protection para pag things get hard, when your legs don't work as they used to before, and your mental health, your mental toughness starts to quit, meron kang baon, meron kang bala. And ito pala yung first few lessons na naisip ko, kasi ito talaga yung nag-hit ng wall ko. Akala ko talaga kaya ko nang dire-diretsuhin yung last few meters papuntang finish line, pero hindi kinaya, ilang lakad pa ako before ko matawid yung finish line. Kasi ang aga kong naubos. Ang aga kong wala, ubos talaga tayo agad dahil kala natin, kaya to. Ayun. So, ayun lang. So, that's for today's episode. If you like this episode, share nyo to sa friends nyo, for running nyo. If there's people that who are also into marathon, share nyo rin tong podcast. And sama-sama tayo matuto, mag-realize na mga bagay-bagay sa buhay now that we're adulting at 30s. See you in the next episode!